Now available, a family farm totaling 393 plus acres, with an additional 200 acres available connected to the farm, owned by another individual. Located in Fairplain, West Virginia, this farm has 1.6 miles of interstate road frontage. I-77 interstate runs along the edge of the farm for over 1.5 miles, all the way down through here. The red lines show the border of the property. There's an additional property available owned by another gentleman of all this over and through here. It's all for sale as well. So somewhere between 500 to 600 acres is available in one block, and it's getting harder and harder to find a piece of property of this size in one block that hasn't been cut up, or the front has not been sold off of to where you can't get into, or what have you. So the entire front of this property, this is an older photo showing the additional acreage, and since it was taken and this was wrote up, he's bought more land that is also for sale. So there's probably an additional 100 acres on top of this for sale too, all in one block. This shows the interstate coming down from the north, and the interstate ramp coming off the edge of the property and what have you. And since then, there's been a truck stop put in here. There's a Go-Mart truck stop across the interstate from it right here, and a big warehouse, which I'll show you in some other photos. Let's move to the next photo. This is a picture of the property looking back from the north toward the south. Interstate 77 here is on the left of us. There's a Go-Mart across the road from us, a Burger King, and a Love's truck stop is directly across the road from the property with a McDonald's. Alright. Next. This is a picture of property looking from the north to the south. You can see a 3,300 square foot home on the property and several structures. We'll get into that in a moment. And this is a picture of looking from the south toward the north. The interstate's off to the right here. You can see a tractor trailer off here to the right. Everything you see left of the interstate, all the way over through here, is part of the property. And this is looking from the south to the north again. You can see this Love's truck stop sign, one of the structures on the property right here, where a building, and the interstate off to the left. Again, the same picture pretty much. All this, everything you see left of the right of the interstate is for sale, except for way back in here. This is across the road here, but all this up in here is for sale. All right, again, another picture of the property. All right. This fence line right here is where the property line is, and this belongs to the neighbor, but he also has it under for sale as well. I believe he did have it under contract with a real estate agent, but I believe it's not there now. And this is a structure on the property, the house, and some barns and stuff down there. All this back in here is part of the property. All right, this is road frontage along US 21. Passes underneath the interstate ramp coming down here. There's roughly, I'd say 3 acres right up to here level, mostly level, and ready to be built on. Not much to be done there. There's city water and 3-phase electric available. There's actually 2 water lines, one on this side of the road and one on the other side of the road. I think one's a, I'm not sure what the sizes are, 12-inch, and one's an 8-inch, I believe. And this is where the water meter is for one of the structures on the property. And this is also right there off the ramp. You see the ramp coming down. Go-Mart sign over here and structure. And this is also looking back. The interstate ramp's off to my left here, looking back down toward there. The Love's truck stops across the road. And about the same picture here. Alright, this is looking back across. There's a warehouse across the interstate from us, a pretty good sized warehouse. I'm not sure how big it is. There is a facility over here that works on oil field equipment. It's been there for 20 years probably. There's an 84 lumber up here. A place that sells campers and so on, and ATVs, a Sears, several other businesses up through there. And this is the Love's truck stop, just showing the traffic coming out of there. The day they put it in, it was never closed. I talked to the truck driver that brought the fuel. They bought a truck to go get their own fuel with, and it turned out the very first week they needed 4 to 5 tanker loads a day of diesel fuel. Now I'm not sure about the gas side, how much gas he need. He just hauled the diesel, and it was right off the bat more than they could handle. And at night, the truck stop fills up, so there's 2 truck stops at this exit, and neither one can handle the capacity to park, and they park along the road and up the ramps, totally overrun. And to confirm this, all you have to do is go talk to the manager or anybody that lives around here how much traffic there is. And again, more pictures of the traffic coming there. And this is a picture of a warehouse across the interstate and a Burger King. This warehouse here is for cool or for frozen foods and something. And this one up here is for medical supplies. And then there's several other businesses up in here as well. And more pictures of the traffic coming off next to the property. There's several shelters or buildings on the property. This is a 40 by 70 building with a 10-foot porch and a deck on it. There's a loading dock. It's all open inside. It's a big store building is all it is. And there's 3 barns on the property, a metal building here. And a house, 3,300 square foot house with a 3-car garage. I think it's around 10 years old now. And another picture of the barn. Another picture of the structures. All the property you see in behind it goes with the property. It's all part of the property. Again, everything you see is part of the property here. It's for sale. Okay. The property is centrally located in the United States, making this an excellent location, giving you access to all major markets in the East and Midwest. As far as air transportation, there's about 15 minutes away. There is a 4,000-foot runway, general aviation runway. And then 35 miles south on Interstate 77, there is a commercial airport with ILS approaches and so on. You can get in and out of real easily. And that pretty much takes care of the pictures of the property. Let me exit out of this. If you're interested in the property, you can give me an email. Let me exit out of that. Give me an email at bigmoneytrades.com at gmail.com. And the price of the property is $18,000 an acre. You take all. Now, if you're interested in parceling it out or what have you, you'd have to price it on inspection to see what it is what pieces you want and so on. That pretty much covers it. If you're interested, just shoot me an email and I'll answer any questions I can. Thank you.